Hello, everyone. It's Sunday once again. Hope you've all had an awesome week this week and are now relaxing on a Sunday afternoon here in the UK, but a Sunday, maybe evening or morning, wherever you are in the world. It's now gone 2 o'clock in the UK, which means it's 10 o'clock in the evening in Manila. Hope some of you, my dear friends in Manila, are still up and joining us live. Um, this week's episode of Ask the Drummer. Well, I've got to say, welcome to another episode of Ask the Drummer first. And this week, I've got an amazing drummer from a really exciting young band that I saw last year in Manchester. And I asked him, if he'd like to come on Ask the Drummer, because they're fairly new, this band. I think they were formed in 2021, but they're absolutely amazing. I'm really glad that he said yes. They're from Derby, but they've got like an amazing Manchester sound. And people who know me, I really like the Manchester sound, Manchester music. But anyway, so he's here now today, live from Derby, I believe. So, my dear friends, please welcome Tom Spray of Marseille.
Hello.
Yay! Hello, Tom.
Hello.
Is you're in Derby, right? Am I
Yeah, yeah.
right?
Well,
Yeah,
just outside, but it's like, yeah, Derby. Yeah,
yeah, that's right. Because that's where the band is from,
yeah.
isn't
That's
it?
that's
From
where we're
Derby.
like base of operations. I'd say.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm right. I'm right. Yeah, yeah. Not bad.
Yeah, it's been a while since I saw you last year. I think it was at
Yeah, it
September
was.
or something.
Yeah, like mid September, start of yeah, around that time. Yeah, it feels like ages
Yeah,
ago now.
yeah. No. What's the weather like in Derby at the moment?
It's alright. It's quite sunny to be fair. It's
Nice.
sunny and cold, which I quite like. To I don't mind it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I really enjoyed that set, the gig,
Oh,
because you headlined that gig at the Deaf Institute, and
yes, yeah,
I'm glad that you had Dr. Aziz as one of
yeah, yeah.
your support because
It was quite a exciting thing to be fair. We were quite shocked that he wanted to do it. So like when he said he wanted to do like, I think he did about 5 or 6 dates with us. And we were like quite starstruck. I'd say yeah, it's quite cool.
yeah, yeah, because I only found out from his Facebook page that he's
Hmm.
playing. And
Yeah.
I do love Dr. Aziz. I think he's absolutely amazing. He's
Oh
one
yeah,
of
yeah,
those, a guitar maestro. So
yeah. He's
I
incredible.
really, yeah. And you're all
He's so
fans
good.
of him as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
All of us were just like yeah, just sort of mental that he wanted to play with us. To be fair, it was like just shocked. But yeah, no, it was really really cool to have him on the tour.
yeah.
We all enjoyed it.
Well, that's good. But anyways, welcome to Ask the Drummer.
Yep.
Episode 159 is all about you, Tom Spray. So we know now you're in Derby, but can you tell us a
Yep.
bit about your background and uh, in Derby where you grew up? What was it like and all
Yeah.
that sort of like
Yeah. It's
information.
yeah, it's a bit of a weird place to be fair. It's there's quite a good music scene now. A lot of jam nights and stuff. So like,
Yeah,
there's a few venues we play in Derby that are quite good. But it's only recently I've thought that it's been getting quite music based. So we've as a band we try to play like outside of Derby most of the time. But we
yeah,
did a gig last week in Derby, uh, sold out show, which was really good. It's an alright place. It's not bad. I
yeah.
don't mind
I
it.
don't think I've been to Derby for a gig. I've got to say hello to my friend who lives in Derby, Debbie
Yep.
Brett, because I stayed with her when we went to see Mick in Nottingham.
Okay.
So I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
it's very close to Nottingham and also close to Sheffield as well.
Yeah. It's about half hour each. Both of them half hour from here, so it's like quite good
Yeah,
for gigs.
yeah. But I did ask her if there's like like a live music
Hmm.
scene or places where you can go to for live music. I think she said that yeah, there are quite a few places there.
Yeah. There's a few. There's the Hairy Dog, which is quite a big venue. We played a place called Dubrack last week in
Oh,
Derby. So there's a few places, isn't that you can play in Derby. It's all right. It's getting good now, I think.
yeah, yeah. Well, I'm gonna see if I can find Like maybe you, I'll go and see Marseille and Derby
Oh
someday.
yeah,
Like,
hopefully that'd be good. Yeah.
I do like going to all these different places. As long as
Oh
I
yeah,
can
it's
get there by
interesting.
public transport, then that's okay.
Yeah, yeah, Derby's quite easy to get to. I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Aiden said that sound and picture very good. Aiden is
Oh,
our tech support. He's the one who helped me sort out the camera issue earlier.
okay, yeah.
A bit late. But anyway, so um, are you from a musical family?
Uh, kind of. I'm the first like musician in my
Okay.
family, but with that, all of them like music. So they like my dad. He is like the basis for my music knowledge. I'd say like I like everything he likes and all that, and he's what I base it on. But like playing wise, I'm the only musician,
You're the only
which is a bit weird.
musician.
Yeah, it's a bit of a sports family really. So I was a bit of a difference doing music, but yeah, something different. I think it's all right.
Yeah, yeah. But have you always been drawn to the drums, or did you try learning other
Uh,
musical instruments
no,
before?
I went straight to drums when I was about I think it was 8 years old. 'Cause I used to like tap everywhere on everything. So mum and dad were like getting some drum lessons. Yes, 8 years old, and then ever since then, so I've just stuck to the drums. I did try the bass once, but I didn't
Yeah,
really get along with it. So no, just drums, straight there.
yeah. And you had proper lessons, you said.
Yeah, 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 till I was about 16, I think. Yeah, 8 till 16, I had lessons, and then just sort of
Oh,
did my own thing after that. Yeah.
yeah, because when I was doing my script, I did see on Google when I googled your name that you actually went to a music school or a music college.
Yeah,
Is
I
that
went to
right? Yeah,
ACM in Birmingham, my university,
yeah,
which
yeah,
was yeah, that was quite a while ago now. So yeah, that was good. It was nice to go to an actual music school rather than just doing it at school as a GCSE. So I quite enjoyed that. It was good.
yeah. And was that the when you went there? Is it drumming or is it for drumming or is
Yeah,
it music?
it was like a music like performance course, and then like
Oh,
specifically
I
in
see.
drums.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah, that was really good. 'Cause I probably like learned the most there drum wise.
yeah.
So I really enjoyed that. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. So you're not one of those who sort of like just listen to the songs and then picked out the drum parts and then started playing and teaching yourself that. You actually went to a music college and
Yeah,
learned.
well, I can do both now to be fair, but I did learn like by looking at like sheet music and all that originally.
So yeah, you can read. You can read the
Yeah, I've
music.
not done it in a while, but I think I can still do it probably. I'll probably try again at some point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's really fascinating. You know, it's I don't know, maybe I mean I should know that drummers also do sheet music, but I think
yeah,
sometimes they look so cool. I mean, you don't really see them
no, yeah,
like with piano with pianists
you can
and
see it. Yeah,
guitarists. They have their sheet music, but with the drums, it's almost like
you sort of try to hide it. Yeah,
yeah,
I get that. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So, first band. What was your first? Which one? What was your first band when you
Oh,
started playing the drums?
uh, there's a band called Parasite, and it was like a metal sort of rock band, which is a bit different to what I do now. Um, I was doing that. I think I was doing that when I was about 10 years old, and I think we
10
played
years
till about
old.
yeah, it was a while ago now. It feels like ages. I think we till about 15. I think we did that. Yeah, I was playing. I was used to like go to school and then do these gigs on the weekend. It was tiring, but it was very good. I used to enjoy that. But it feels like a while ago now. But yeah,
Oh wow.
yeah, Parasite. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. And and you said it's heavy metal or is it?
Yeah, it was like yeah, like metal rock sort of thing, classic rock, which is it's a bit different to what we do now in Marseille, but I still enjoy that sort of stuff. And it was
Yeah.
definitely interesting to play as well, drum wise. I always enjoyed it.
And did you write your own? Was it your own music or did you
Yeah,
copy
yeah,
versions?
we had our own. We did like two bands. We did like our own music for some, and then we did like some covers to make a bit of money. But yeah,
Oh,
mostly it was our own songs. Yeah,
that's brilliant. I mean, it's like too young. You're very young to be doing that.
yeah,
It's like,
it is.
well, where
It was
did you play? Is it like pubs and
well,
live
everywhere really. We
music?
played. we used to do quite a few pub gigs. We played a festival called Why Not a few times.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Uh, yeah, we played quite a few places. To be fair, up and down the country. At
Yeah.
like 10 years old, it was quite interesting. But yeah, anywhere that would take us. To be fair, that's what we used to say.
Well, I was going to say for a 10-year-old, I mean, I'm surprised they allowed you to be in the pub and
Yeah, it was really. It was just, I think I just have to sit in the car, play the gig, and then go straight away most of the
then
time.
out
But
again. So,
yeah, but no, it was alright. Yeah.
yeah.
I remember being quite enjoying it. So
Well, I saw that there's a band called Boats on the Ocean.
yes, that was my second band. Yeah,
What's your second
uh,
band?
yeah, that was at college, I think. Yeah, that would have been about I think 17ish
Yeah.
till about I think yeah, well, I was in that band about 17 to about 20ish, I think.
And what kind of music did you?
That was more it's more indie based, but not like as
Oh,
much
okay.
as
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, not as much as Marseille is, but like more like Paolo Nutini sort of vibe.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
I always found it very hard to describe what we did in that band, but it was yeah, probably indies is the basis for it, I'd say.
Yeah. Well, if it
Uh,
was like 17 and you've been playing since you're 10, you're already like an accomplished musician by the time you
yeah, yeah, it was
in your
yes.
second, yeah, your
It's always a bit
second
weird.
band.
It's always a bit weird playing with Marseille now. I've said to them I've been playing gigs since I was 10 years old, and they're always a bit shocked by it. But yeah, I've just sort of got used to it. Yeah, it's like been what I've been doing for like what 12 years now, so it's like
Yeah. Yeah.
just used to it. But I
Yeah.
enjoy it. So
How long did Boats in the Ocean last?
uh, probably about 2 3 years because we split up. Well, we just sort of like stopped playing when the lockdown happened because we
Oh,
couldn't
I
really.
see. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we couldn't play any gigs, we just thought we'll stop doing it now. But it was still very very fun to do. I always enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It was, yeah,
Do you still see your bandmates?
I see him every now and then. Yeah, not as much as I like to sometimes, but yeah, we meet up every now and then
Oh,
when we're all free anyway.
yeah. Well, lockdown and that pandemic, that really, was terrible for everyone,
Oh
especially
yeah,
people. Yeah.
you couldn't really do anything, could you, as a musician? So you just had to sort of sit about and play at home on your own, which is a bit boring. But
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, it's sort of like that's what caused the band to stop. But yeah, it's still good.
So, do you write the music as well, or do
Yeah,
you?
I can do. Well, our Marseille tunes are basically our singer Will. He writes all the songs, but
Yeah.
then he'll,
Yeah.
he'll come to us and I'll sort of try and feel out a drum beat to fit to him, and usually they work. But most of the time he's got an idea for what he wants, and I'll just listen to him and let him describe what he feels the song should sound like. But yeah, I do my own drum parts mostly. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Because I also found out that, like I said earlier, Marseille was formed in 2021. So this is just
Yes.
after lockdown, after the
Yeah.
pandemic. First of all, before I ask how did you meet, how did you get the name? I mean, why Marseille?
I think it's again our singer Will. I think he just really likes the Marseille football team, like their kit. And he just thought
Okay,
I think he
yeah,
looked. I think he saw it and just thought that's a cool name for a band as well. So I think he just decided to call it that. It's
okay.
not a very like interesting rock and roll story, but it's alright.
But it's a place in France as well. It's a city in France.
Yeah, city. Yeah. So
Have you all been to Marseille?
no, not yet.
Oh,
Maybe one day we'll do a gig there. We probably should at some point, but yeah, we'd like. I think we'd like to, but whether we
yeah,
can
I
go over
think
there
that
at
would
some
be
point.
great,
Yeah,
so
I think
like
it'd be cool.
introducing you to the people of
Yeah,
Marseille.
Marseille. I think it'd be cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
we
And
should sort that really.
when I actually posted a video of Marseille last year when I saw
Hmm.
you, and also I posted a photo of the band, I remember one of my Facebook friends saying they're not the ones from Liverpool, because I
Yeah.
found out that there's actually a heavy metal band in the 70s
Yes.
from
Yeah.
called Marseille as well. Did you know about that?
Yeah. We found out about it about a couple of years ago now. That there was a rock band from the 70s. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure Wolf said that they've heard about us as well at some point. So I think we're all good for the name for now. Hopefully, anyway.
So they've not contacted you and say you can't use our name.
No, no, not yet. So we've lasted a few years. So hopefully we can keep carrying on with the name. Because otherwise we'll try and think of a new one.
Yeah. So how is the band formed? So who actually sort of like started it?
I think originally it was our singer Will and our guitarist Joe. They knew each other from school, and they were doing it sort of just after lockdown on their own, just like acoustic jam nights.
Yeah.
And then our old manager, I knew him from previous bands. He put on Facebook that they needed a drummer, and I wasn't doing anything else. So I messaged him. I was like, "Oh yeah, I'll come to a few practices." And I went to one or two practices, and we just sort of really got on. And
Yeah.
I just joined from there. And then the rest of them, we met Lennon, our other guitarist, at a jam night. And then Will, our bassist, I think that was the same thing on Facebook through old manager Paul.
Oh
So he brought
wow.
us all together, yeah. So it's quite.
And
We just sort of,
you're all very accomplished musicians. I mean, I have seen them. You're all
yeah,
very,
oh,
very
yeah, yeah. They're all
such a
very
young
good.
age, you know. So,
Yeah, I'm one of the oldest in the band. The rest of them are all like 19, so it's always a bit weird, but
oh,
they're all
you're
very
you're
good.
the oldest.
Well, our bassist is the oldest. He's 26, I think. So I'm in the middle. There's me
Oh,
and him, and then they're all not 18, 19, which is a bit of an age gap, but it works out. We all get on. So
yeah. Well, I've also discovered that, you know, when you were in music college, that you
yes,
also learned a bit about the industry side, the
yeah,
business side of the music industry. The you know um, like with bands, especially for a young band like yourselves. Sometimes because you're too excited about the whole thing, you'll just
mm,
accept whatever. But
yeah.
having that knowledge about the business side of the music industry, I think it really helps.
Oh
So
yeah.
do you deal with all that, or
Uh,
do you have a
I tried.
manager now?
I tried out with it a bit, but I was never really. I was good at that stuff, but I'm not like incredible. Our singer, well, he's like some sort of. He just knows what he's doing, and we've got Ross who helps us now. He's our like manager now as well. So they those two just like they saw everything, and they're just like really they just know what they're doing, and I sort of just try and get in there every now and then and offer what I think I know anyway, and hopefully it helps out. But yeah, those two are just like business gurus. I think they know what they're doing, so I leave it to them half the time. But yeah,
Yeah,
I add a bit every now and then, and I think it helps them.
yeah. How easy is it now for a young band to make it in the music industry,
Uh,
or how difficult?
yeah, well, it's quite hard to be fair. It's like it's mainly like money based now, which is like a bit annoying because obviously we're all young and have no money. But yeah, like compared to like to the '90s where you could just get scattered at a gig, I mean you got to pay for most things nowadays, or like someone you know. But we're doing all right. Hopefully we'll make it one day, but it's just a bit of a slow process nowadays. I think we just got
Yeah,
to keep grinding at it. But yeah, we enjoy it, so it's not like a if we get there, we get there. You know,
yeah. Well,
hopefully it happens one day.
social media helps as well, doesn't it?
Oh
Because
yeah, definitely. It's
yeah,
you can just post whenever you want, can't you? And people can see you all the time. But that definitely helps. And we're getting quite a good social media following now. I think from what I can see. So hopefully it'll help a bit getting there.
yeah.
But yeah,
Who deals with your social media presence? Are you on
it's
all of them? Are you on
yeah, oh, everyone
Instagram?
everything. I think
Oh,
yeah, I think it's literally like Marseille band on every single platform. But it's mostly again, it's Will. He pretty much does everything. The singer, he runs all the social media.
oh,
He schedules all these posts. He knows what he's doing. I've never
oh,
been very good at the social media side, so I just sort of share things. I know I can do that.
yeah, yeah. It's not like, okay, you do the Instagram one, you do a Facebook
No, no,
one.
no, no. He does it
So,
all.
oh, he does it all. Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, he's good at it, so we'll leave him to it.
Do you know when I went to see you at the Deaf Institute in Manchester?
Yes.
When I walked into the venue, to the building, the one thing I noticed straight away was this.
Ah, yes. Yeah.
Can you see it? Yeah. This
Yeah, I
dream
can
of
see it.
mine, Marseille. immediately reminded me of the Stone Roses
Yeah,
12-inch singles, the records. And I thought, oh, wow. It's like- now, I'm not, is it a deliberate thing or is it just because you're also big fans of the Stone Roses?
yeah. I think it's sort of it's like a mixture of both. It's like we sort of try to not do it as much. It just sort of happens. But we're all fans of Stone Roses, especially Will again. So I think it just sort of happened by accident, kind of. But yeah, it looks cool. So I think people liked it. So
It does, yeah, yeah.
yeah, so yeah, it just sort of happened. But yeah, people like it. I can't complain.
Yeah, yeah. Well, when I saw it, I thought, oh, I'm really excited to hear what
Mm,
what kind of music they do.
yeah,
And
but
I'm gonna
it's sort of
say that
similar.
I'm gonna say that I was really impressed. I really
Oh,
enjoyed it, and
cheers.
I could tell that all of you are absolutely amazing.
Oh, thank
And
you. Yeah, cheers. Yeah,
like, um, yeah. So you've got a new single out. I
yeah,
think
yeah.
it was last week. Was it
History.
called?
Yes, I think it's literally a week on Friday. I think it was. Yeah, it's been out.
Yeah, yeah. Because I only saw you last year, but you've already done so many singles as well. You haven't released an album yet, but you've done like several EPs already, haven't you?
Yes, yeah. I think we're gonna. I think we want to wait for an album, just sort of do EPs for the moment, and then
Yeah,
when we've got like a bit of a maybe like a bigger following, we're gonna do an album at some point. I think, but
yeah. So that's you're planning to do that soon,
yeah,
right?
yeah. Eventually, I think it would be a good idea. But
Yeah,
for now, we just enjoy doing the singles and EPs. It's quite fun to do. Just going into the studio quickly and just doing one song. We were in there last week, I think, just doing one song. So it's very quick to do, and you can just release it whenever you want, which is what we did with history.
well, what's the process, like the songwriting process, like? So Will does everything, like the songwriting, and or everybody's got their own contribution. This is what the
Yeah,
drum part's going to be like, or this is, or has he already
yeah.
got something in mind, and then he just tells you?
Yeah,
Uh,
most of the time it's like we'll have the lyrics and the sort of like what he wants the song to sort of feel like, and then we'll go into rehearsal when where we'll just like sort of jam around for a couple of hours and work out something that works, and then it'll just sort of come together naturally most of the time, and it just works. Yeah, that's what tends to happen anyway.
yeah, yeah. Everybody's just doing their,
Yeah,
it's like the bass player and the guitarist and things. Yeah, yeah.
oh
Because
yeah, yeah,
yeah, I mean, one thing I really like about the band as well is you actually releasing physical copies of it, especially
mm.
vinyl, because a lot of people, a lot of people are into vinyl
Oh yeah,
again.
definitely.
I mean,
It's come back
you
on it. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. I think it's so in the 90s, people just stopped buying them because they're into CDs, and
mm.
but then you can see young people, um, getting into the vinyl industry and buying
Oh
all
yeah.
these records again. So it's good
I've
that you,
Yeah,
yeah,
I think it's way better. Loads of vinyls upstairs. I think just having a vinyl is cool. Just having our like song on a vinyl is always I thought sort of a dream. It's just like really cool to hold this physical version of your song your own, and like whenever we get the vinyls in, people always want to buy them. So it's like just crazy. I think, but yeah,
yeah,
they're just good. I think vinyls. I really like them.
yeah, and also for fans. I mean, it's always
Mm.
good to just go up to the band and say, "Oh, can you sign this, please?"
Yeah,
Because
oh,
you
yeah.
can't do that with what with like streaming
No,
or downloads or
sign their
anything.
phone. No, yeah.
Yeah,
It's just more interactive, isn't it? It's just better in
yeah.
every way.
Yeah, yeah, that is true. And I know that in March, on the 15th of March, you're gonna be at Wax and Beams in
Yeah,
Bury,
yeah, yeah.
and you're gonna be doing like a signing session because there's I think it comes with like a 7-inch single or something.
Yeah, well, it was supposed to be last week, but I think the vinyl got delayed a bit. So we did like a single launch party last week in Derby, and then that we moved that to the date of when the vinyls will be out, so we can like
Okay,
have them at the gig, which will be better, I think.
yeah. So that's for the history single that was out,
Yeah,
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 2 weeks.
yeah. We tried to have them ready for the when the song was out, but it sort of went. I think it got delayed a bit, so we've delayed the gig as well. so we can do it at
Yeah.
the same time, which I think works better.
That venue, Wax and Beans. I don't know if you've been there, but I really like that
Oh
place.
yeah, we played there last year at some point. It's really
Oh,
cool. That's
right.
right.
Yeah. It's really good. And
Mm.
unfortunately, on the 15th of March, I won't be here. I would
Oh,
have,
fair enough.
when I saw it, I was like, looked at my diary. It's like, oh God, clash. All these gay clashes is just,
It just
you know,
happens, isn't it?
but
Can't be helped.
yeah. But good luck, and I'm
Yeah,
sure it's
cheers.
going to be a great one because
Oh yeah, we can't wait for it. It's gonna be really good, I think.
yeah. But another one that I noticed from your Facebook page is you're doing a headline gig at Night and Day in Manchester
Yes, yeah. That's
in May.
a recent one. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
and that's last week. That's gonna be really good. I've
yeah.
never played Night and Day before, so I've heard it's a really good venue. So hopefully we can
Oh
sell
yeah,
out.
it's yeah, it is an amazing venue in
Hmm.
Manchester. I do love Night and Day, and I love watching Beans in Barry as well. It's a bit more
Yeah,
difficult for me to get to Barry, but
yeah, it's just outside and
Night,
yeah,
yeah, Night and Day in Manchester is just amazing. And
yeah. We
do
can't
you have
wait.
yeah, do you have any other gigs apart from those two, or are you doing like
Uh,
a full UK tour of the single, or is it just
I think
Watson?
uh, I think it's just Wax and Beans for the single. I think we're trying to do try and get a few big supports this year, but we've not got too much going on yet. So we've got one in I forgot what it is now. I have to find out one in Sheffield in March or May, I think, which is like a 4 day festival sort of thing.
Oh right,
Um,
yeah. I think
I
I
forgot
remember
that.
seeing that one. It's like
Yeah,
network or something.
yes, at the network. Yeah, I just completely forgot when it is, but yeah, it's in the network in Sheffield. Other than that, we've not got loads going on. I think we're sort of having like a writing month where we'll just go to practice and write a bunch of songs, other than gigging. But yeah, I think we're just gonna do a bunch of supports this year. I think because we did the tour last year,
Yeah,
so no tour this year. Just support, big support. Hopefully, if we can get some, be nice.
festivals
Uh,
maybe.
yeah, we hope so. Yeah, we always try. We always put ourselves forward for them all. So, and I think they always sort of come in a bit late. So we'll find out a month or two before. I think for them, but hopefully we'll get some.
Yeah,
Be nice.
yeah. So when you're not touring or when you're not playing the drums, what keeps you busy? Is
Uh,
the
it's
rest of
not.
the band? Do you see them when you're not gigging?
Yeah, we try and go out every now and to the pub maybe if we can fit it in. But it's I mostly just see my friends. I play a few games. Nothing majorly interesting. Just practice drums. It's all
Yeah.
very basic stuff. But yeah, it's just what I enjoy doing. Yeah, nothing too interesting, but it's all right.
Do you go to a lot of gigs as well?
Yeah, trying to. Well, obviously we're gigging most weekends, so I never try and fit when I can fit one in. I try and go. But I've got a few big ones. I think I'm going to see Oasis in July, which I can't wait for that.
Oh wow, a Heaton
Some
Park.
yes, in Manchester one. Yeah, I'm going to that one on the 20th, I think. So
Yeah.
I can't wait for that. It's a while away yet, but I'm just still thinking about it.
Go.
Other than that, yeah, I just try and fit in when I can go to gigs when I can, which is quite
Yeah.
hard sometimes with a band. But yeah, I enjoy it going to gigs.
Being in a band, is it good? Because obviously you're also fans of other
Mm,
bands. Say the Stone Roses and Oasis, and
yeah.
bands like that. And Cast, apparently you're a big fan
Yes.
of Cast.
Yes.
So,
Yeah. We like Cast. Yeah.
being in a band, does that give you like access to to these bands, and if you want to meet them and so on?
Uh, not yet. I mean, if we were to get like on a support slot, we'd think we'd try and meet as many people as we can. But we've not had any gigs like that yet. We support the Twang. We're quite big. We support them a bit
Yeah,
in
yeah,
Leicester. Um, other than like nothing like massive yet. But hopefully one day we could get access to something cool. That'd be nice.
yeah. And do you get starstruck yourself?
Uh, well, yeah,
Not.
definitely. I mean, I think when we saw the Twang, we were a bit like, how do we speak to them a little bit? But it's just a bit weird. Isn't it? How do you speak to someone that's like famous? It's a bit weird, isn't it? But we try and act normal, I suppose. Try and be professional as a band, but it's sort of hard sometimes, isn't it? To try and act professional. But yeah, Yeah, I'd say a little bit. Yeah, get starstruck. Yeah.
But I mean, are you like me that sometimes you ask for signatures or photographs and things, or you
Oh
don't
yeah.
really?
If I'm brave enough to do it, I'll try. Yeah, but it's a bit. Just, I just find it a bit weird asking. Like, how do you word something like that? But yeah, I'd like to get the signatures of some people someday, but it's just I always find it a bit awkward to do it. But I try best I
How
can.
do how does the band feel about, say, with me asking you for photos and asking
Oh no,
for signatures?
we quite like it. It's always like makes you feel a bit famous sometimes when people ask you for photos, like signing things. So we always enjoy doing it, and we always like make sure we after like our own headline gigs, we always try to make sure we go to the merch bit
Yeah,
and
yeah.
say loads of people who want to buy stuff and all that. And it's always like yeah, it just makes you feel a bit famous sometimes, even though we're not. But we all enjoy doing it every time.
But
So
yeah, I think it's always nice when when the band comes out and
yeah,
say hello to the fans and then go to the merch stand and
yeah.
talk to
So
them.
we always do it just like just meet the people that have come to see us, and it's always I
Yeah.
always think it's quite a nice thing to do.
But sometimes you can understand as well if the band do a lot, especially for the drummer, that
Hmm.
it's a very tiring job.
Oh,
You get really
it's knackering. Yeah,
tired.
it's like headline gig. We're doing like an hour set sometimes. Yeah, absolutely knackered
Yeah,
after that one. Sure to go to sleep, but I can sort
yeah.
of usually last another hour or so. Pack down the drum kit and go to the merch desk, and then I'll get in the car. If I'm not driving, then just sort of fall asleep.
Ugh. You must feel sometimes that I don't want to go out. I don't want to. I don't want to meet people. I'm so
Yeah,
tired.
it can happen. Yeah, I've managed to like be all right so far, but maybe because maybe when I'm a bit older, I'll start feeling it a bit more. But I'm sort of all right now. I think I usually might manage tend to manage it, but we'll see again in a couple of years.
Yeah, yeah. Do you when you do your like when you did your headline tour
Hmm.
last year? Did you bring your own kit or was it the venues kit that
Yeah,
you've been
I bought my own kit to every one because I just sort of I know how it plays. I know I know how to set it up to like for me
Yeah,
specifically. So I always bought it everywhere because we've got the logo on the front as well, so it just looks good as
yeah.
well. So yeah, I always bring my own kit whenever we're headlining. So just like I like using it, and it costs a lot of money, so I need to get my money's worth out of it.
Oh, and what about sharing it with the support bands? Are you okay with that, or do you
Yeah, yeah,
sometimes?
I take my cymbals and my snare off, but the rest I always like music because I know what it's like to uh, how awkward it is to try and use other people's stuff. So I always just say, yeah, use it all except cymbals and snare, and I don't mind. Do whatever you want to it as long as you're comfortable. I always think.
Have you been in have you done a gig where you're the support band, and you had to use the headliners kit?
Yeah, you've done quite a few. Yeah, I always try and make it. First thing I always do is I sort of try and find the drummer and ask him what I can use and all that, so I know what to bring. So it's yeah, it's always just you got to search out for the drummer. That's what I always do. But it's always all right. I think.
Yeah. Well, do you, Lol Tolhurst from The Cure, he said during his book event
Hmm.
that all drummers are friends. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, so it's sort of like you always just sort of get on with them all. I think it's because drummers are I think they're quite laid back most of the time, so they don't like. There's no drama. You just sort of get on with everyone, which is
Yeah.
it's quite nice because like people always like I don't know, not like guitarists, but they're always quite not dramatic, but I don't know. But drummers just I think they're just easy to get along with. I think that's why we all get on.
Yeah. And I think of all the musicians, I mean, the drummers always get these jokes that.
Oh yeah, always. I think just sort of used to it now. I think everyone is. Sort of block it out. Well, I don't mind. I don't think we mind. Just sort of sit at the back and chill out. That's what I always do anyway.
Yeah, yeah. Well, do you think anyone can become a drummer? Or because I
Yeah,
always ask this to get when I have guests on the show, I often
yeah,
someone ask, it's got to be. in you. It's got to be like a natural thing. Like you said before, when you were like 8, or was it
Yeah,
to
yeah,
7,
yeah,
you were just tapping all the time, and
yeah.
it's almost like in your nature to just do that to like the
So
drums.
yeah, it's a weird thing. It's because definitely you have to definitely have to learn things. But I think for me tapping, I just sort of knew drumming was cool, so that's why I did it. But yeah,
Yeah.
it takes a lot of practice. But I think anyone could do drums. Yeah, I think people say it's quite easy, but it's not. But it's
No, it's
lots
not.
lots.
No, it's not. No.
No, no, yeah, I think it looks easy sometimes, but it's quite technical sometimes. But yeah, I think lots of practice. I think anyone could do it. Yeah, but
Yeah, yeah.
I think
I mean,
sometimes you just know.
yeah, I've tried it myself, and I
Hmm,
did go for lessons, but
yeah.
it's difficult. That's what
Oh,
I
yeah, it can be.
think.
Yeah, it's difficult and tiring, but yeah, I think you just sort of get used to it, don't you? But yeah, it's interesting. It's an interesting instrument anyway. I think I knew from 8 I wanted to do it, so I was like, it's cool.
Yeah,
I think it's the coolest instrument. I'm a bit biased, obviously, but
oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's the
it's just
only thing
cool.
that you use everything, every limb. So
Yeah,
like
yeah, you've got everything's moving at all
coordinate.
times, isn't it? Yeah, everyone else is just using their arms, but yeah, legs are going, arms are going. It's just yeah, tiring but fun. I always think it is.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I think I always say, and I know people say that if you really put your heart into it, then you will
Mm,
be able to learn it. You can do it. But I
yeah,
think for me, though, I've tried it. It's not for me.
I think you sort of know when you're playing it, but there's definitely like an element of having like a natural sort of feel for it. But
Yeah,
I think it's a weird thing because like you sort of know what instrument you want to play, but um, yeah, it's just cool. I think.
yeah, yeah. When you go out, do you go out as a band, or do you just do your own thing and separate from the other
Yeah,
band
yeah, it's sort of
members?
both. We try and meet up with the band every now and then, but also we've got our own like groups of friends as well. So when we can meet up, we do. But
Yeah,
I mean, most of the time it's just like our own friend groups, but they sort of mix together as well sometimes. So everyone knows each other, so it's like we can do
yeah.
both most of the time
And do you
when
get
we fit.
recognized? Do you get recognized in,
Uh,
say, when you go out in Derby or
I'm trying to think.
other
It might have
places?
happened once or twice, but like not very often yet. Maybe in a couple of years if we're still going and we get a bit
Yeah,
bigger, we'll get
yeah.
recognised. But yeah, it's probably happened in Derby a few times. Uh,
And
not
are
in.
you fine with it, or like just total strangers coming up to you? Oh my God, it's Marseille!
No, I don't mind it. I quite like it. It's always bit of a shock, isn't it? But I enjoy it because it's like it's nice to be recognised, isn't it, for doing music? So
Yeah, yeah.
uh, yeah, yeah, I like it. Yeah,
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's I'm really positive that Marseille is going to be really big. You know,
oh
and
yeah,
if you just
we
yeah,
hope so.
yeah, just keep doing it because I mean the music is absolutely fantastic. I
Cheers, thank
really
you.
like the music, and hopefully, I mean all these, like I said, because of these clashes, that
Mm,
I couldn't get to the one in Waxon
yeah,
Reed,
yeah.
and then I realized that the one in May that also clashes with another.
Yeah. There's a lot of gigs, isn't there? It's hard to fit them all in.
Do you think it's because of the pandemic that everybody, like all these bands now, just want to go out there and
Everyone wants to play, doesn't it? Which is good. It's good that everyone like there's that many bands about now. It's just like it's hard to go to every gig, isn't it? But no, it's definitely a good thing. Like the more bands
yeah,
there is, the better, I suppose.
yeah, because before the pandemic, it's almost like, oh, where can I go? Or who can I see?
Mm.
But now it's like everybody
There's,
seems to be out there, and
there's so much choice. Yeah.
so, yeah, yeah, that is true. So, well, um, I wish you good luck, you and Marseille as well.
Yeah.
But now, because this is all about you and
Yep.
about your drumming thing. So, when I was watching you at the Deaf Institute, I don't think you do the twirling thing. Do you? Do you do?
No,
That? Do you twirl
I've
sticks?
I've never been able to do it. It's the one thing I can't do. I'm just sort of I can only just play. I've tried it before, but I
Yeah.
just sort of lose all rhythm, and I just suddenly lose the ability to play. I can sort of. I can twirl a stick like just on its own, but I can't do it while playing. It's the one thing I've never been able to do. But
Really?
yeah, maybe I'll try and learn it properly one day. But no, just straight playing. Anything else, I just can't. I just lose the ability to play drums. It's weird. I don't know why.
All right. So you just concentrate on
I think
playing?
yeah, I think I have to be fully focused on the drums, otherwise I lose it all, which is a bit weird. It's a bit weird, but I might try and learn it a bit. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's the one thing I can't do, which is a bit annoying. But
No, because sometimes there's like a gap in songs,
mm,
and when there's no drum thing, and then just that second,
they can
you
do it. Yeah,
twirl it, and then boom. So-
yeah. I always do it. I've tried it before. And I just sort of drop the stick, and it looks. It's embarrassed. But no, it's. I just can't do it. I don't know why.
so you don't throw sticks.
Oh no,
I,
I end up hit myself in the iris stick or something. It always goes wrong. So I used to try it when I was younger, and it went wrong every time. So I've not tried in a few years. But
all right,
maybe I've improved now. But I'm too scared to try it again in case it goes wrong.
yeah,
Maybe in
well,
practice.
yeah, because your first band, which is like a heavy metal,
Yeah, that's
they
when I
do a
started
lot of
trying it.
that. So,
That genre is more known for it. So I used to try it in that, but it's been a long time. So maybe I can do it again now. But I might try it next time. See how
yeah,
it goes.
pointing. Do you point?
Yeah.
You're
Uh,
like
I,
point
I, li- I,
at
li-
the audience.
I literally just do drums because otherwise I lose all. I don't know. I have to focus on it otherwise I just sort of forget what I'm doing. It's a bit weird.
What do you think about because I've seen videos of like bands playing in the past and the drummer is actually at the front.
Hmm.
What do you think of that? I think it would be, don't you think it would be a great idea to have the drummer?
Yeah, it's different, and I think it'd be cool because they're always at the back, aren't we? So it's like people are used to it. I've had a few gigs where I've been like not at the front but to the side or one in a row, but being at the front I think would be quite cool. Yeah, might,
Yeah.
might, must try it one day if we can get a stage big enough.
Yeah. Because I mean with the way they position the drummer, it's always at the back. And
Always at the back, yeah.
in some venues they don't even light the drum. There's no light for
No, you
it.
just sort of get like in the dark, aren't you? Which I don't mind that sometimes. It's nice to just like chill out at the back, but yeah, it's a bit weird sometimes. You just sort of get placed at the back, but yeah, it's all right. Used to it now.
Yeah. Maybe because maybe after you've learned how to do the twirling and
Yeah, come to the
maybe
front.
be at the front and then, so we can
We'll
see.
give it a year or so, and then I'll master it, and we'll go to the front and see how it goes.
Yeah. Well, second question I wanted to ask: what about drumming heroes? Do you have any drumming heroes?
Oh yeah, I mean, John Bonham from Led Zeppelin's always been like
Yeah. Hey,
he's
Bono. That's like the drummer's drummer every
yeah.
time.
I think most people say him, don't they? But ever since I was a kid, he's just sort of always been the drummer. But more recently, I'm massively influenced by Matt Holders from the Arctic Monkeys.
Oh, okay.
I base most of my things on him. And I think he's like absolutely incredible. So those are the two I'd always pick, definitely. But yeah, Bonham's been there since I was 8, I think. Always
Yeah.
been my favourite. And then more recently, Matt Holders. Yeah, those
Yeah.
two, always.
And what about Rennie?
Oh yeah. I was best for yeah. He's up there as well.
Yeah.
Uh, his sort of playing definitely fits in with our sort of songs. So it sort of just automatically happens that you play a bit like Rennie.
Yeah.
But I try and put a bit of like Arctic Monkeys, Matt Holders spin in it. It sometimes works, but
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, those three are always like the drummers' short pick. Yeah, they're just good.
Rennie's like a machine, isn't he?
Oh yeah, he's really. I watched a few live videos before of them. He's just like just really good and so cool.
Yeah.
It makes it look so easy.
I didn't know. Do you also sing?
Oh no, definitely not. No, I've tried before, but I'm not very good.
Oh, so when you play live, you don't sing like
Oh
Rennie?
no, we tried it in Boats in the Ocean, my second band, and I just wasn't very good. I sounded awful, and it's again, it's another thing I can't. If I
Sing
once I
and
start,
play?
yeah, once I start like talking or singing, I lose all rhythm again. I can't do anything but drums. But yeah, I sound awful as well, so it's not even worth me trying again. I don't think.
Oh. What about Stephen Morris? Do you like Stephen Morris from New
Yeah,
Order? I was like,
yeah.
yeah.
They're not a band I've never really got into them properly. My the rest of the band I would say they're quite good, but I've never really listened to them. I probably should at some point. But
Yeah.
I'm on a massive Bob Dylan listening thing now. So once I've got through him, maybe I'll move on to New
Oh,
Order at some point.
oh wow. But your major influences in Marseille, it's the Stone Roses and
Yeah.
Oasis and
Oh yeah.
Cast, right? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's sort of. I mean, Will's massive fan of all them bands, so like, it just sort of
Yeah, yeah.
they sort of form our basis of influences, and then we try and add our own sort of spin onto it, and I think it works.
Yeah, yeah. Have you seen these bands live? I mean, I know you're gonna go and see Oasis this
It's
summer.
just,
What about
I've
Cast?
not seen,
Seen
no, I've not
Cast?
seen any of them, but they're supporting Oasis, I think, in
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah,
Manchester.
yeah.
So I'll see
Right.
them both there. But other than that, this year, no, I've not seen any of them.
Oh, see.
I'd like to. Obviously, we've seen Oasis. That'd be good.
Yeah, yeah. Because Keith, the drummer of Cast, he's
Mm,
another one that's absolutely
really
amazing.
good. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing them as well. It's sort of a really good. Like, I think it's Cast, Richard Ashcroft, and Oasis, isn't it? It's sort of like a dream lineup. Really, it's gonna be really good. I'm looking forward to seeing
Yeah.
all three of them.
Well, I'm glad that you're going. I'm not going. I wish I was, but the tickets
Yeah.
are just so expensive. And I
Oh
thought,
yeah, once I saw it, I was like, I've got to go. I've been wanting to see Oasis since I was like 10 years old, so I was like, I've got to go, and I'll pay whatever. And it was a nightmare to get tickets, but I somehow managed it. So
apparently, yeah, apparently so. I mean, all these dynamic pricing. I mean,
yeah.
you didn't pay like 300 or something
Oh no,
for.
no. I luckily I got into the pre-sale thing somehow. I don't know
Oh,
how. So I got them for what they were selling them for, but
yeah,
I just saw
yeah,
when I saw they were reuniting, I was like, I'll pay anything because I've been saying to my dad I want to see Oasis ever since I was a kid, and it's been like my sort of dream to see him. And now I can see him this year. It's a bit surreal, really, but no, I can't wait for it. It's gonna be really good.
yeah, yeah. I hope you can get near the front, so at least
Yeah,
you can.
I'll try, but it's gonna be
Yeah,
big, isn't it? So, sort of push my way through, and hopefully I'll get a good view.
and
We'll see what happens.
I hope that you get a chance to meet them as well, because that's
Oh,
one of the things that I like doing. Is
I think I'd definitely be starstruck if I met any of Oasis. Really, I wouldn't know what to say, but who knows? It might
yeah.
happen one day.
What about disasters? Have you ever had any accidents, like when you're playing drums?
Uh, not recently. Most of the time, it's just like maybe like a tom drum will fall off or a cymbal will fall off. But I've not had anything major yet. Just like technical errors mostly. But I'm usually alright. It's mostly the rest of the band that have things happen, and I just
Yeah.
sort of let them sort it out. But oh yeah, other than like cymbals falling off, I've been lucky so far. So hopefully nothing happens.
Yeah.
I've
So
probably jinxed it now. Yeah.
yeah, no blood yet.
No, not yet. No, maybe one day. It's caused quite. It looks cool, but I've been looking. I've been not bled on the drums yet, so who
Yeah.
knows? Might happen.
What happens when one of the cymbals or during a song? And
You
is
just sort of
it does it make you feel like, oh no, I've got to just
yeah.
work this song and finish it. And,
Yeah. I mean, sometimes I'll try and fix it if I can do it with one arm, but it's quite hard
yeah,
half the time. Usually, you've just got to try and make your way through the song, and hopefully it happens near the end, so you can just sort of do it quick in between songs. But
yeah,
I always try and fix it midway through, and it never usually works. But every now
yeah,
and then, I can sort of blag it and fix it. But it's just so you got to keep playing and try and ignore it, which is quite hard.
because I have seen some drummers getting. You can tell that they're getting very frustrated, especially
Yeah.
if it keeps happening.
Oh, it's always annoying
It's like,
because you're just not sure what to do, so you just sort of stare at it the whole time. It's well annoying because you can't hit it, so you're just sort of useless for that whole thing. But luckily, most of the time they're quite a quick fix, so you can just do it. But it's always
yeah,
annoying. It's not happened in a while, so hopefully I'm all right for a bit.
yeah, yeah.
Nothing
It's
will
not
happen.
So it's never happened in one of your gigs that you had to stop because
No,
one
no,
of the drum
I always
parts is
think no. I always think
no.
I'll keep playing. 'Cause I think if you stop, it's a bit like everyone knows then. Whereas if you keep playing, you can sort of try and hide it a little bit.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
it's not anything major, but no, I always think just keep playing, and then
Yeah.
no one will notice. Hopefully.
Well, do you know that I always say to drummers that I don't really ask technical questions, but
Mm,
lately, with all these sort of, like episodes that I've been doing, um, I've been finding out more about different brands or different
mm.
makes of like snares and the squeak
Yeah,
and
there's a
all
lot.
that. Do you think that makes a difference,
Oh yeah,
whatever
definitely. It's
the brand
some.
that you use?
Yeah, I think some are definitely like more high quality, but I think you just most of the time I just sort of know what brands you like. So I know I like a certain brand of cymbal. So I think
Yeah.
I'll always buy like the same brand now.
What
I
about
mean, like
sticks? What about
yeah,
sticks?
I've used the same sticks for like 5 6 years now, and I always buy the same pair 'cause I think once you know what you like, you know what you like. And I've had the same brand of drum since I was young as well. So you just sort of you gravitate towards one sort of brand and stick it out. I have anyway. I always buy the same thing.
So a different brand of drumsticks will give you a different sound to another brand.
Yeah, it's more. I mean, for me, it's for more sticks. It's more like how it feels in your hand or like how thick it is.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah,
It's like for
yeah.
me now. I mean, like if I use anything bigger or smaller than a stick, it will just feel. It will just feel completely wrong. So whether you're comfortable with really. Like, I know I like a certain size of stick, so I'll always buy that certain size of stick, and I'll never change from it now. I'm sticking stuck
Do you
to it
mean
now.
the width? The width of the?
Yeah,
They
yeah.
have
It's just
different
somewhere like
sizes.
yeah. I think it goes up to like quite a thick size, but like yeah, something like smaller and thicker, and it's like you just whatever feels comfortable in your hand. I always find is what you go for.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I do have
there's
a
quite a
collection
few.
of sticks now, but I thought they were all just the same size and the
Oh no,
same.
no, yeah. There's quite a few different sort of sizes now, but I've always gone for 5A, so I'm locked in on 5A now for the rest of my life. I think
All right. Wow. How many different sizes are there?
I think there's quite a few. I think the highest I've seen is like a seven summit, but there's quite a few. There's quite a few options. It caters for all drummers, I think.
Yeah. Oh wow. See, we learn something new every day.
Yeah, it's not something people usually ask about, so it's quite you just sort of know what you like.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna see if all those drumsticks that I've got is sort of like the same size
Yeah,
or different.
it usually says, I mean, mine it usually says on like the stick bit, like the middle, says like what size it is. So it might say it on there.
Oh wow. Okay.
It's probably all different sizes.
Yeah. Well, that's very good. Um, question. Another question is, what would be um coming from a music college, like graduating from a
Mm.
music college, what would be your advice to aspiring drummers or musicians in general?
It's quite a generic one, but it's always just like practice, lots of practice. I mean, I used to do like a half an hour every day. I think is like the minimum, and it's quite a basic answer, but yeah, just practice every day and like play different genres of music as well. That's what I did at uni. Like jazz is quite a good one to play. Just like try and broaden your horizons on what genres you play, and just practice everything. 'Cause then then you can play whatever you want, and
Yeah,
it just makes you a better drummer, I think.
jazz drumming is very
Oh
different from
yeah,
rock drumming.
it's completely like mental, but it's fun to play when you know it. But
Yeah.
it's different. It's just completely different to every other genre, and it's very hard to play as well.
Oh, is that the one with you have to have a sheet music for that?
Yeah, I think most of the time they do. Yeah, it's more like yeah, because it's like just it changes quite a bit in what you're playing. So you have to, like, and it's quite like a regimented sort of genre, so you have to stick to what you're playing. So it's I think sheet music is yeah, sticking to sheet music is always best for that. I think I've always
Yeah,
found anyway.
yeah, yeah. Do you still practice every day?
I try when I can, yeah. not as much as I used to. I probably should do more, but when I can, yeah, I fit half an hour in every now and then. But it's
Yeah.
most of the time we're just doing band stuff, so it's like sort of I'm playing a lot anyway. So uh,
What do you do? Do you have a drum kit at your house?
well, I've got a my acoustic one in the garage, which I don't get in the
Oh,
house
it's
because
okay.
it's too loud. But I do have
Yeah.
I have an electric kit which I use most of the time, which is it's I can put headphones in and it's silent, so I use that most of the time because it's like
Yeah.
it doesn't upset any neighbours or anything
I
like that.
know. I was gonna say
Which is
what the neighbors.
yeah, I mean, yeah, so that's why I don't get the full kit out because it's I think we get complaints. So electric kit is what I use most of the time.
Yeah. Well, how often do you practice now with the band? Because you're not
We
touring this year, so you said.
no, we try and meet up at least once a week if we can,
Yeah.
and do like one couple hour practice every week. Every Wednesday, I think we do it. But like if we were doing a tour, we'd do two a week. So, but even with no gigs, we always try and do at least one a week for definite because it's just useful for writing songs or even just seeing each other. Because if we didn't rehearse, I don't think we'd see each other as much. So
Yeah. Yeah.
we always book it in and make sure we go to it every week.
Oh, that's brilliant. Well, do you want to just invite them to your gigs at Wax and Beans and also the Night and Day one and also the network one? I should have mentioned that because that's the one in Sheffield, isn't it? It's like with
Yeah,
loads
Sheffield.
of
Yeah,
different bands. Yeah, do
literally
you
half an
want to
hour
just,
away from us.
yeah, yeah. Do you want to
Yeah,
just invite?
if people want to come to it, yeah, we'd love. We want to try and sell out the Manchester Night and Day one, or all of them to be fair, but that one especially because it's a big headline that is. So if as many people want to come to that one as they can, we'd really appreciate it definitely.
Yeah,
But
it's on the
yeah,
16th of May.
yes, that's the yes. So yeah, if we can sell out all three of them, that'd be lovely. But yeah, we just want to try and get as many people as we can to come to them. So hopefully people turn up. Be nice.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Well, thank you so much for saying yes to us, drummer Tom. I
Oh no,
mean,
thank you for having me.
no, I'm really glad that because when I go to a gig and then I try to get photo with bands and
Mm.
also ask them for signatures, I don't really know what to say.
Yeah, I always find it weird. Yeah, how do you word it?
Yeah, and I always wanted to sort of like say a bit more, especially to the drummer, and then say, "Oh,
Mm.
wow!" So I just go, uh, I do this podcast. Do you
Yeah,
do you have Facebook
yeah,
page?
yeah. Well, most of it, yeah. It's
Yeah,
nice that
well,
there's a
yeah,
drumming podcast sort of thing because most of the time the drummer gets sort of ignored. So it's nice to have some just for the drummer for once because it's a band interview. So I've really enjoyed it.
yeah, because drummers, I mean, they have lots of stories to tell, and
Oh
they're
yeah, yeah,
very interesting. I look at really
yeah.
cool, the coolest member of the band. So,
Oh, I agree definitely.
yeah. Well, Aiden said a nice conversation, very informative, which I
Oh,
totally agree
very
to
good.
that one. So thank you so much, Tom.
Oh,
Enjoy the
thank you.
rest of your weekend.
Yes, you
And
too.
I will, hopefully, there'll be more dates. And if there's any change, the Wax and Beans one, definitely, because I'll be in Glasgow by that time. But if
Ah,
there's
okay,
any,
yeah, quite far away.
yeah, if there's any change for night and day or something, or any other
Yeah.
gigs that you're doing,
Oh
I
yeah.
will. I will go and see you because
Oh yeah, cheers. Yeah, I'm sure we'll do a few more this year, definitely.
yeah, yeah, and good luck, and hopefully there'll be a new album coming out. If not this year, next year maybe.
Yeah, well, yeah, we'll definitely do one eventually, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much, and
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
see you again soon.
See ya.
Take care. Yeah, take care,
Bye.
Tom. Bye. Bye. Oh, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us live. Oh, it's so amazing. I mean, if you haven't heard of Marseille, they're from Derby. They're a brilliant five-piece band. They're very young. I think collectively it's like the average is about 19. Not 19. So do check them out. They're on all social media platforms. The one that I use, Facebook, quite a lot because I'm on Facebook more than any other. So or Instagram as well. But yeah, they're called Marseille, the band, not the place, and not the old Liverpool band, heavy metal band from the 70s. And check out their latest single, which was released 2 weeks ago, I think it was, called History. Absolutely amazing. And if you do get a chance to see them on the, let me see, on the 15th of March at Wax and Beans in Barry, they're going to be doing live in-store performance and single signing as well. There's going to be a 7 inch of History, so do go and see them there. Or at Night and Day on the 16th of May. They're going to be doing a headline gig there as well in Manchester. And there's the one in Sheffield, which I forgot to get the. I think it's called Network, but I forgot to get the dates for that one. But you can check it out on Facebook if you go to Marseille, the band's Facebook page. Anyways, thank you all so much. Hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. We're gonna go to Sheffield now to see my Baba today, so I'll see you all next week. We're gonna have another awesome drummer next Sunday. It's gonna be a late one because I think I'm gonna go and do some record fairs as well on next Sunday. But anyways, as always, love music, love life, love drummers. They're absolutely amazing drummers. They're so cool. Tom Spray, thank you so much for saying yes to our podcast, and hope to see you all again next week. Bye for now. Bye.